Okay there, so we have started our live Friday morning with Tom. He's just there rehearsing some of the moves that he did way back in the day, which was, I don't know what era he's from, but it's certainly not the same era as us. So can you just start to let us know if you're managing to tune in live? So we're looking at people telling us that they are with us. We are, I think, probably a minute or so early. I'm not quite sure. I just know Donna Lyons, you're always there watching. Well done you. You've clearly got great technology and no children running around after you. Lovely to see you, Donna, again. Assuming this has come through the Reformer Pilates community group, not up to my personal Facebook, which is what happened yesterday. Okay, Jenny Reed. Hey there, Jenny. Good luck, Tom, she says.
Thank you,
Jenny. Can you see
Jenny.
Tom with all his little paraphernalia? I'm going to hang him with that circle at the end of this session, I suspect. Oh, and we have a green ball. Tom's like a child. He just needs to play. Rachel Murphy's watching.
Yo, Rachel.
Rachel, get your man on it. Ken Everett, he's in. Yes, Ken.
Hi, Ken.
Tom has company with Ken Everett. Lorna Connor, I presume Emily may well be fast following Lorna. Come on, people. And Mena. Oh,
Hi,
Tom.
Mena.
Your little fan club.
Come on,
Gillian
Mena.
Allcroft. Hi there, Gillian.
Trying
Are the
to balance.
twins all tied up somewhere in the kitchen? Hello, Gillian. Hello, Mena. Come on, people. Let's get ourselves in there. There are 12 at the moment.
Whoa.
It's Friday. We're all deranged. We're
all I
all
can call it.
insane.
That's all I
There
can
are
call it.
very few of us really managing to do anything other than exercise, eat, drink, and play with social media devices. Rachel Murphy, good morning. Hello, TNT. Watching for now for pure entertainment. We'll do the video later.
Okay.
Janine Goulding is watching for pure entertainment.
Hi, Janine.
Hello, Janine. So, anyone else want to watch just out of pure entertainment rather than frustration? What you do need to know is, because I was concerned about how good Tom would or wouldn't be, I've actually already pre-recorded a video.
Not kind. Not
Just in
kind.
case. Hello, Tina. Good morning, she says to TNT. Okay.
This is
Anyone
it.
else?
We need to get going.
Okay, in terms of this video, we're going to go from the top. It's going to be starting at the bottom end of your mat. All right, just so that you know, if there are any issues with this recording connection failing, I've already recorded it and I'm recording it again on another device. So be patient. Hello, Emily Rose. Tom's going to go to the bottom end of the mat
Hi, everybody.
and start. So without that, Tom. So Tom's at the bottom of his mat. You're going to start with your feet at the bottom.
Okay.
And once you're there, putting your hands by your across your chest, here we go. So check your feet are parallel as you squat and stand. So Tom, when he gets up in the morning, is a little bit stiff. Tune into this workout. Slow it down, Tom. We're actually going to go slower rather than faster because the biggest point to be made is telling you please slow down. So remembering the squat, it's the breath out, shoulder blades back, nod your chin in,
Smile your
smiling the breath out. This next squat down, just stay in your squat. So Tom's going to stay down there and exhale, relax your arms and stop crossing your chest and hoping to die. Nod the chin and it's a forwards roll ragdoll, just forwards bend. So don't force anything. Tom just forced his spine to bend and he thinks I can't tell. Relax your shoulders, Tom. And then on the next breath out, keeping your legs bent, tuck your bottom under and roll your spine back up. Roll through your shoulders and then take your arms above your head and come back down again. And repeat, we're on tiptoes, Tom. And back down. Exhaling, up you go and down you go. Keep your chin in, Tom, don't poke your chin up. 2 more tiptoes warm-ups. This is your last one and you're ready for your squat. So we go down into the squat, just 5 squats. So it's simple. I'm not asking you to do big, deep squats. I'm asking Tom to stay upright. He's not even had a drink today. Okay, this next squat, pull your chin in, Tom, exhaling, and it's a forwards roll. No, I said stay. And breathe. He prides himself on listening, this man does. Breathe, okay? So you folded in half at the ribs in your mind. Just stay and relax. As you folded in half at the ribs, your heels are heavy, and you're going to roll back out again. This time as Tom rolls up, he realised the spine, and because he's so amazing, he's going to go straight to tiptoes and down, and straight into his squat. Breathe. Straight into roll down. So roll. Again, Tom does that whole dive thing rather than rolling through the spine. He rolls up and it's a tiptoes. Let's do this 4 more times.
Okay.
Squat.
What?
forwards roll.
Forwards roll.
There was no rolling at all. Breathe in, breathe out, back to your squat, and up into the tiptoes
And up
balance.
into the tiptoes now.
And we repeat.
And we repeat.
Exhale, squat. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Always smiling the breath in the rolling spine. Breathe deeply in and exhale all the way back up. And final moment. You did that one good.
I did that
Up
one
we
good.
go. Down we go. Bottoms back. Forwards roll and listen for the change. Stay down there, big breath. Breathing out, he's going to walk his hands forward so he can get them flat on the floor. Let his head hang, big breath in, and he's going to go all the way into plank line. Once you're in your plank, just bend the knees and lower them to the floor. Have a quick check, make sure everything's level, and then Tom, walk your hands back under your shoulders and take your hands wider than the mat is. So your hands are going to go wide. I'm just doing a quick chest press, even wider than that, Tom. Your chest is bigger than that. And wider.
Okay.
No, you can put one hand on there, you know, it won't hurt you.
I'll slip.
You won't
Well,
slip.
look.
Okay, exhale. I can't do this. Exhale, wide, chest press, down you go. And push the floor away. Keep your chin in. It's not your chin going to the floor, it's your forehead. Big breath. Breathe out, pull the abdomen in, travel further forwards, Tom. So Tom's trying to get his head here. It's just that it's not quite going. Travel.
Hey, give me a break.
And travel.
Oh, give me a break.
He wants a break. He's not going to get one. Try and do 4 more chest. You're travelling as far forwards as you can because you've all been sat at your computers or sat at the TV, and we get tight and round shoulders. Just doing 1 more.
Okay,
Big
that's
breath.
great.
Okay, he's
Fantastic.
taken himself into a
good.
stretch.
Ugh.
So if you need to stretch, that's fine. If you're old like Tom, often stretching's necessary. All right, Tom, I want you to go back into your all fours position, please.
Okay.
Tuck your toes under your feet. So from all fours, your hands can be on the mats now. He's going to tuck his toes under his feet, send his bottom up in the air into pyramid, so hips high to pyramid, lift these hips and heels up. He's then going to push his heels down to get his calves stretched. He's going to have a bit of a chuckle because he's so tight. And up you go, Tom, and press your heels down. And use your breathing. Okay, Tom, the next time your heels go down, stay. Bend your knees and walk your hands all the way back until you find yourself with your heels down. Let your head hang and look like you've done some Pilates in your life. And then breathing out, he's going to roll himself all the way up until he's upright and he sorts his clothes out. Okay, people, a quick learning moment.
It's cold in here.
Oh, yeah, last time you were too hot.
Okay.
For this next position, Tom's going to watch me. You're going to stand, let's say, go to your left-hand side of your mat, okay? When you're standing on the left, you're going to keep the left leg as the non-moving leg, step to the centre of your mat and find a squat with one leg. So you've got this lunge and back. So keep going. So he's going to lunge sideways and back.
Good effort.
So one leg stays straight. So stay there, Tom. So the leg that's at the end of the mat stays straight.
Okay.
The other leg bends. Your chest is up. So you've got the equivalent of a squat position at the hip and step. The other thing to notice that Tom is struggling to do is don't step your foot forward,
I'm not
step
struggling.
it sideways.
I'm not struggling. I'm doing my best.
He's doing his best.
Doing my best.
That's all we can do, isn't it, in this politically correct world?
Come
Your
on.
best isn't good enough, Tom. Okay? So you've got that whole land and step.
Come on, people,
So
we can
bottom
do this.
back and pull back. So this is the first part of your stability. Try and get the chin pulled in. You can slow this right down as you lunge. Next time Tom goes down, I just want him to stay down. So stay down. So let's work out these dynamics. Staying where you were good. So staying there, identify.
Compliment.
Leg straight is the leg at the bottom end of your mat. Check.
Check.
Leg bent
Crack knee.
is the other way. Okay, so staying there, you're going to add a stretch. So Tom's going to take his left arm up in the air. And he's going to put his right hand onto the side of his bent leg. And he's going to exhale and side bend.
Oh, nice.
He's going to breathe in and pull both hands together. Keep your leg straight, that's at the bottom end of the mat. Leave your head hanging for the breath in, and he's going to come back again so that he ends up like this.
Oh.
So he's going to be arm up in the air, side bend the ribcage, breath out spine, bring one hand to the other hand on your knees preferably, and then exhaling, reverse back again, Still having one leg bent, one leg straight, and repeat. Load your heels as you go over. Breathe in just there, breathing out, and you come back up, and now you're going to step your legs back together again.
Get in there.
Legs together. Okay, children. Go to the other end of your mat, Tom. So I'm using the ends of the mat just so you know which leg is going to step. So now you step the other leg to the centre and back. So we've got this little dance line, haven't we, Tom? See, if we practiced, Tom, we'd have actually started to look quite good. So you could do one pose with your arms behind, and I'll do one pose with the arms in front. Freeze frame. Okay, so you've got your bend leg and straighten, and down. He thinks it's now disco fever.
Boom,
and
boom.
Down. Breathe. And down. Breathe. Okay, come on, Tom. Deepen the, remember it's a squat shape, and also remember I have got this as a video without the elements that are, Tom's
We've
going
done
to
more than 10.
Okay, go down and stay. So just here, Tom, get your leg, so bend that leg.
I have bent it.
Okay, I have bent it. It's like a child. Okay, make sure it looks bent, Tom. The other leg's straight, so you sat into your hip. Your knees are forwards of your ankle. Take it further on. And take your arm up. It's a side bend, a breathe in and a breathe out and return. So you're keeping that leg bent. Up, you bend your rib
I'm
cage.
going the wrong way.
No surprise there. And back up.
I'm going the wrong way.
Okay, Tom.
It worked the other
Are you
way.
ready? Synchronised. Ta-da! So who'd ever thought we'd be doing this whole synchronised Pilates with TNT? Okay, it's your last one. You're going to come back up, and guess what? You're going to pull your legs back together.
Whoa.
All right, Tom, final position. Take it to legs wide. So copy me in, I'll move out of the way so everyone can see your great technique. So again, set yourself up so that you're in the centre of your mat. So come behind me, I'll get out of your way, don't worry. So just here, clear off. Here we go into the squat. So it's back to your sumo squat. If the best way to get going is to keep your hands across your chest and a little bit more technique. As you're going into your squat, you're hinging at the hip, pull your knees wider. So Tom drops his chest too low. So I'd keep his chest here, bend your knees more, Tom. There you go, it's different, isn't it?
A little.
And come back up again. So a lot of us drop our chest rather than move our leg muscles. And back up again, down. So when you've done about 10, so I think I've got another 5. 4,
6.
don't drop your chest.
7. It is different.
Keep your chest up. You're staying down this time. In staying down there, put your hands to the insides of your thighs. These are your thighs. Okay, a bit of a pelvic tilt as you prep. Breath out and pelvic tilt. And then inhale and release. Exhaling, pelvic tilt. Inhale and release. Exhale, pelvic tilt. And release. And then stay in your neutral. So your neutral, stay where neutral is. In other words, you've still got your bum back. And then take your arms wide open. As you go deeper, you're going to hug a tree as you pull your sitting bones down and then open up to straight.
Tree hug.
Exhale, hug a tree,
Hug
bend
it.
your knees more,
Ah!
and then up straight. Exhaling.
You big oak.
So, yeah, that's not a big tree, is it? The hug a tree is
Cherry
your hands
tree.
like this. No, that's a ballerina pose. That's a tree. And back up. So you can't quite get your hands around that tree. That's what you're trying to achieve. Not quite getting the hands around the tree. Keep breathing. So Tom's doing the classic, dropping his chest, not bending his legs more. Stay there. Keep hugging that tree, everyone. And then go deeper. Deeper, so that you focus only on a part of your body. Here. Deeper into your seat muscles. Breathing will help. All right, the next time Tom goes as deep down as he can, he's going to stay.
I'm not.
Are you ready? Let your arms hang, Tom. Nod your chin and forwards roll.
No.
And place your hands flat on the floor. If you can get your forearms on the floor, do so. So bend your elbows, Tom.
I'll never get that.
And then push your legs as straight as you can. So Tom's making lots of noises. That should be your hamstrings and glutes. He's a man, so he has to be very verbal about this. Okay, and then he's going to tuck his bottom under, bend your knees.
I need the floor raising.
Bend your knees, leave your head hanging, tuck your bottom under, Tom, and come all the way back up. One final mobiliser now. Take yourself back into that position of your plie squat. Oi!
Sorry,
Get yourself into position. He's not even taken off his layers, so
I'm getting warm now.
he's getting warm. Okay, still stay hinged. Tom's going to turn his feet out a bit more now. There you go. So now you're much more ballerina-esque, Tom, so you should like this bit. It's very girly. Pick up your right heel to
Oh, I hate
tiptoes.
this stuff.
And then deepen into your left hand heel. Your left heel, Tom, not your toe. So sit your bottom back and deepen.
I'm going to fall.
You won't. And breathe. So the sense is that your bum and your hamstring on the left hand leg work hard, as well as the muscle that leads to medialis activation. So in other words,
Medialis activation. I'm in it.
so both thighs are reaching out sideways. You're still breathing to pull the abdomen in. You've got one more. Stay. Now roll, other heel up and press the other heel down. And then repeat, roll. Try and make it look easy like Tom is. So rolling from heel to toe, heel to toe.
got the
And
shakes.
lowering and lift, and
Lowering and lift. And
Lower
lowering
without
and
your
lift.
hips moving.
Okay.
Okay, and the
Got the
next
shakes.
time, keep your opposite heel down that you had from last time, which is your right heel, Tom. Pick up your left heel and you're ready. Sense the whole posture. And then you go deeper with the foot that's got the heel down. Doesn't mean you slide over to the side with your trunk. Just means that your hips, pick up this heel, Tom, and back down. Inhale. And shrink, core connect, down and up. You're pulling your thighs out, you're loading your heel of the opposite side. You're staying in tiptoes, keeping your knee from twisting, so stay turned
Get me
out.
up.
And
Let
there
that
you
go,
come back
please,
up.
come on.
And bring your legs back together. Okay.
Time out, time out.
Change your position now. You're going to go back onto hands and knees.
Time out.
Hands and knees, okay? This is your next position, Tom. Hands and knees. So now we're going to do our plank. So you're going to exhale in, core connect the trunk, send one leg out, send your second leg out, and you're in plank. Heels high, hips are high. Your first plank, you're going to go lower the knees and extend the legs. Bend the knees and push the legs. So my knees bend because my ankles roll, my heels come forwards and backwards, but my pelvis stays absolutely level. So keep your hips level. Tom, roll forwards a bit there, and I'll do the same. That's the one. So walk your feet in a bit and back up. So heels, so don't allow your shoulders to go backwards of your wrist. Tom could have his hands a bit further back.
Okay.
There you go, and there you go. You're still armpit, so hip bones, knees lower and lift. Two more. And then last time, lower.
Stretch.
And take your bottom back, tilt the pelvis, and you're back into chest stretch. Bend your elbows, Tom, it'd be nicer. I didn't say like that, but okay. You still want to reach, you know. So because Tom's really, really tight,
I'm a Scotsman.
he's a Scotsman. Hope you're listening, Fiona Corbett. Breathe, breathe, breathe. He's then going to slide his hands back under his shoulders and he's going to come into seated. So sit in the centre of your mat, turn and face the other way.
Thank you.
Turn this way. So find your position into the centre of your mat. Take your time like Tom does. So sit a bit further forwards. I would always line up my feet, legs are bent with the edge of the mat. Take it so the heels, tiptoes position on your, so pick up your toes. There you go. All right, reach your arms forwards and release your shoulder blades back. We're going to do C-shaped spine. So Tom's thigh bones are parallel.
Okay.
If your thighs aren't parallel, you're twisted.
Okay, I'm parallel.
Okay, big breath in. So C-shaped spine is tuck your bottom under and roll the hip bones back. Stay, have a breath in, notice if you're twisting, and reverse back up again.
Good.
And then sit tall. Inhale, exhale, C-shaped spine, nod the chin. Can you see how you twist?
Okay.
Big breath in. So you're breathing into the ribs, belly button, spine, and reverse back up again. Don't let your pelvis go to reverse back up. You want to roll up from your ribs.
Okay.
Exhale, C-shaped spine. Look at your knees. Okay, stay in this one. Breathe. Relax your shoulders. Breathe. Let the crown of the head now go to the ceiling. Is that all in your abs? Yes
Yeah.
or no? Okay, now inhale, float your right arm upwards. And breathe out, pull it back down to the side of the thigh.
Whoa.
Breathe in, float the other arm up. Exhale, pull it down to the thigh. Trying to keep everything symmetrical. So work harder through this right hand side. So your breath wants to direct sideways. The next time Tom's arms come to the sides of his thighs, he's going to roll up again. So he's going to breathe out and roll chin and ribs. See how different Pilates is. And inhale, sit tall. Ready to go again. Breathe out. So pelvic floor, roll up your sitting bones, check your thigh bones stay level. Alter anything if you feel you've shifted and twisted. Okay, free up your chin from your chest. Now, Tom's going to float one arm out sideways and watch it go on the breath out without twisting anywhere, and inhale back in. Then the other side. Exhaling and inhale back in.
It's ripping
Relax
the
your
abs. Ripping the
shoulders.
abs.
Exhaling. It's ripping the abs. Inhale. Make sure you keep your neck long. That's better. When you go back to the other side, Tom, neck long. Okay, and then from that position there, stay, breathe.
Come on.
He's going to tuck his bottom under and lay the spine all
Yeah, I can
the
do
way,
that.
all the way down. And then he's going to take his arms wide open. And next time you breathe out, Tom,
Snow angel.
no snow angels today. Next time you breathe out, pull your arms and give yourself a hug,
I
because no
love
one
you,
else
Tom.
is
I
going
love
to.
you. I love you. I
Big
love
breath
you.
in, open, and breath out, and inhale and open to chest stretch. Hold yourself into a big hug. As you're hugging, bend your legs so they end up in tabletop. Sorry, and bend the legs, stay. Now reach your hands forwards towards the sides of your thighs. Big breath out. We've got a 100 position. Building it up. You roll up through the head, neck and shoulders. Check. Try not to tuck under aggressively. So you're staying up there this time ideally. Staying up there, bring one leg to tabletop. Bring your second leg to tabletop. So Tom's back immediately lifted and shifted.
I'm trying to stay neutral.
No, you're not in neutral. You stay in imprint.
Okay, you didn't say that.
It's always imprint with legs in the air.
Okay.
Okay. Breathe in. Exhale, bend your ribs to curl up higher, and inhale back down a tad. Breath out for rib cage. Inhale back down a tad. Knees are level, thighs are level, and stay. You're now ready for 100.
No.
You are. So if you need to put one hand behind your head, do so.
No what?
And push your arms, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Strong, strong, strong. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Strong, strong, strong. Don't try clapping in between. And Tom needs to curl up a bit more, so you've got to keep all of the energy. Keep all of the energy in the abdominal area. In, 2, 3, 4. Remember, this can be done with your legs on the floor. If I wasn't holding Tom's legs, he's died. See if you can just do another 2 inhale, exhales. Remember, you can roll up and roll down with this one. And
Let
last
that go,
time.
come on.
Okay, and he's going to pull his knees into his chest.
Yeah, right, I can do that.
And put his feet on the floor. We need to give Tom a break. I would normally, with
Please,
normal people,
time out, people.
with normal people, I'd do a few more reps of something else. But with Tom, we're just going to do a couple of hip rolls because he's a bit of a girl. Breathing and breathing. Okay, ready for position 2, which is spine bridge with a glute connect.
Okay.
Arms are by his sides. His legs are heels down, thighs towards each other. Arms by his sides, Tom, the sides, that's the one. Big breath in. So on this one, you've got your exhale for your rib cage, and then push your heels against the floor and lift your hips up.
Got it.
Stay there, breathe in. Stay where you are, just stay, and see if you can pull your rib cage under your belly button.
I can
Keep
feel
your
it coming
shoulders
in here.
reaching. Now, this is what we're going to do. Assuming this is all, pull your knees towards each other.
Don't
Tom.
ask me what's the legs.
Keeping your knees towards each other. You're going to lower your trunk down to a hover with the bum cheek, so lower down to a hover, and then push your knees to pull back up again. And lower down to a hover, keeping your core connection. Exhale, press against the floor with the hands and your heels, and pull back up. Keep your knees pulling for each other as you lift. More of this, Tom, nothing in your back.
Nothing in my back.
And again, lower. And the next time you're up, stay. This is going to rip, Tom.
This is awesome.
Okay, exhale, roll to tiptoes. Heels pick up to tiptoes, and then start pedaling through your heels. Breathe. And, okay, Tom's found his own way of doing it, just for a
what we're
change.
supposed to do.
Just keep going, Tom, it looks great. Ideally, you've got one heel up, one heel down, and you all switch. And then you switch. Tom's just found another way of doing an
New
exercise.
technique, I've just invented it.
Okay. Whichever way, you should be staying in your hamstrings
Of course
and
it
glutes.
is.
And then you're going to exhale, and this time you roll the ribcage part of the spine down.
Oh, come on.
And from there, you can take your hips from side to side, because Tom's just done that. Tom, you like a girl with
I
your
want to
legs.
stretch.
Tom wants to stretch, okay? So client-led Pilates. Take one leg, keep it bent, and roll it over, but look the other way. Breathe, and then come back to bent legs. Don't look like a crowd. You look totally bizarre.
Thanks.
Look the other way.
I'm looking the other way.
Okay, and then come
That's
back
good.
to both legs bent. You like that?
Just wanted to add to the programme.
Okay, you're going to roll all the way up back to seated. So exhale, nod the chin, no, back to seated. Your seat is where your bum is.
Okay.
So you exhale and roll up, head, neck and shoulder. I'll give you a hand. Roll up to seated.
All right, I get it now. Sorry, I didn't
Okay,
understand.
this is seated.
Okay.
All right, your next position is to get your flexors and your obliques. So lean backwards.
Keep it straight back.
Yeah, lean back, but get your abs switched up. Now you've got to take your hips with you with a straight back. Stay. Now put your forearms behind you. So I'm going to show you position. No, forearms. There are your forearms.
Okay.
Lower down to your forearms. There you go.
I like
But,
this.
okay. In this position, it doesn't look as relaxed as this is. You've still got to core activate. No, I didn't mean that. Okay, shoulders away from the neck. Pick up your left leg to tabletop, breathe, core connect, and the second leg comes up. Now, Tom looks like he's in the right position, but is resting more into his shoulders than he should be. It should be a light position, whichever way. Breathing out, is it in your abs?
Trying.
Lower your left heel down to the floor and pick it back up. Keep the leg bent, alternate. Is it into your abs now?
Yeah.
Lowering and lifting. And evidence that you're doing the right thing is that you're not resting and it's not in your neck. The next time he comes up, he's going to
Killing
stay.
me.
Exhale, stretch out your left leg, make it straight. And then drive that straight leg down to the floor and pick it back up. Do it 8 times without twisting. So you've got to make more happen here, Tom. You're going to lift up, lift to get your rib cage oblique. Notice that you're twisting over to your
It's
right.
hard.
I don't care.
This is killing me.
Oh, it's killing me. Okay, he's got to do the other side. So if you've collapsed, that's fine.
No, come on, people.
So it should look like this.
No, don't.
It's died.
I've got that.
This is what it should look like. Here and now you're going to do the lower and lift, the lower and lift. You're so light that actually there's nothing in the shoulder. Okay, are we ready for the straight leg? So
Yeah.
this time, Tom, the leg goes straight. Do not suddenly lower further down. So exhaling. Take your time. You've got to breathe in. Remember this
The
discussion
quicker I
about
do it,
breath.
the quicker I'm over.
So Tom doesn't breathe in, he just keeps breathing out. 2 more.
Oh,
And last
please
one.
let me
Ah,
go. Please let
he
me
clearly
die.
wants that to
I wanna
go.
die.
Okay, next position. Come to kneeling. Come to kneeling.
Come to kneeling, Mama.
Okay, I'm going to show. Tom can do the other side. Go to your back of your mat. Go to your mat. Go to the middle. Behave. The middle of your mat. So you're in the middle of your mat. Tom, you can mirror image me from behind. Yeah, I need that shoulder thing. Okay, so new position. You take one leg. It's back to using the end of your mat for your straight leg. And the kneeling position is directly under you. And your arms are in T shape. So if that's too intense, you can have your foot a bit further forwards. You can even have your leg bent like that. That's another way of doing this position. But we are aiming for this. So breathing out, I'm going to take it sides, fingers to the floor, keeping a long diagonal line. Breathe in, and then breathe out and take it further. Big breath in. Breathing out, you pull yourself up using the opposite obliques.
Very good.
Okay, big breath in.
Very good.
Other side, Tom. Don't get too excited. Arm to straight leg, other arm is straight. So find this straight shape. Big breath in. Exhale, deepen the bend. Big breath in, use your glutes. And then coming back, and you're in T shape. Tom's making up his own routine just for a change.
Just slow you down.
And once more to the other side. So you find your diagonal line. Breathe, relax your shoulders, take your hand, breathe in. You've got your diagonal there from tiptoes to fingertips. And the bend is your side waist. Huge inhale, no twisting of the hips, float your arm back. And finally to the other side, inhaling. Exhale, find your glutes. Big breath in. Go on, deepen as the breath out happens. and then you're ready to exercise. So I'm going to set Tom's position up. So everyone, your position is here. My hands are really light. You could use a chair, but for this is your shape. You're going to do the lift and lower. So I'm going to get out of the way. So I know how much you love seeing Tom perform. So this is what's going on. Tom needs to pull his hand back. So bring your hand further back, breathe. Tuck your bottom under, pull your tummy in. So it's the underneath side of the waist and the abductors. If it's too intense on your shoulder doing this, you can do hand behind head, so bend your elbow, okay? Or you can do arm by your side. All that matters is you're not resting into this shoulder and you've got your leg lift and lower. I'd relax that foot down if I were you.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, next time the leg stays up, Tom, leave it up, breathe. Now your leg's going to drift forwards. Tom's got lots of weight going on his hands and back. Forwards to your screen and back. It can go as far forwards as you can manage, bending at the hip and hamstring length. If you're getting tired in the neck, it's not meant to be happening, but you can turn and look down your underneath hand.
No way.
Tom's got a white knuckle ride going on.
Come on, Dawn, that's unkind.
Okay, he's going to lead that forwards and back. Now you've got your circles to finish.
Please, no.
So breathe out, draw the circle and. Now change direction each circle you draw. So go down to the floor, brush it, and then go back the other way, Tom. So you circle and reverse. Breathe!
This is killing, come on.
Oh, he died. Just do 4 more, people. 3, 2, and when you've done that last one,
say a prayer for me.
hide.
Say a
into
prayer
stretch.
for me.
So do your shell stretch as you create that symmetry that's needed, and then straight back up onto your kneeling position.
Dear God, make Tanya kind.
So kneel in the centre of your mat again. So kneel in the centre, Tom.
Kneel in the centre.
Before we do the other side, I'm going to do your hip stretch. So your flexors as you lean back and forth. All right, I remind you how to do this. So you shrink, glutes are tight as you go back and forth. Both thighs are level, no. So exhale the ribs and lean. It's different, isn't it?
It was better the other way. I felt it here the other way.
Well, you let your belly go, don't let your belly go. Tom's the only client that knows more about Pilates than me.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, the next time you come up, you should have felt a lovely hip open. So we're ready, Tom?
Absolutely correct.
Alright, so you're now ready for the other side. So we start off with our stretch sequence, which is actually activation of the obliques and the abductors. Everything's lined up heel to knees, and big breath in. Exhaling, you go over to find your diagonal line and put the hand under the armpit and reach. Breathe in, breathe out. Rib cage bends, not lower back. Inhale into the space you create in the stretch. Exhaling, flow back and find the connect through the other side. Big breath in, T-shape arms. Exhale, up you go, straight arm for the bent kneeling leg. Breathe, and then you can take it to develop it wherever your alignment lets you go. Tom's obviously rounding his shoulders and dropping them. You can do that,
Can you see that from there?
Tom, I can see everything. Okay, and back. And we go, side, diagonal line on the straight leg side. Diagonal line from tiptoe fingers, tiptoe toes, and bend. Bending breath out is smiling breath. Breathe in, relax your shoulder wherever you want, and rainbowing it back. And we're ready to go. Final time to this side. Straight arm, straight kneeling leg, and relax your shoulders. They're not being forced anywhere. And then find yourself back through your T, and we go to our diagonal line.
Oh, Lord.
Diagonal line, no load, have them on fingertips. Put your hands around your belly, abdomen or waist if you want, as you let the leg lift and lower. It's not a kick, it's not a swing, it's a lift.
Very gentle. You just want to do it gentle. Breathe out as you go up. Breathe in as you come down.
Okay, what corrections would you give?
What corrections do I give myself?
Yeah.
Go home and lie down.
So Tom's got his lift and lower. Now what will happen is some of you will end up in a bit of a diagonal line here, as in Tom's legs further behind his kneeling leg, but that's fine, he's got very special needs.
I have.
Keep breathing. The next time your leg lifts, stay. Now pull your toe to your shin and pull that leg forwards to the camera and pull back. Exhale, pull forwards to the TV screen. Exhaling and use your breath out to connect your obliques. You've got 3 or 4 more of these.
We can do this.
If you need to look down at your underneath hand, look down at your underneath hand, you'll probably find it easier. Okay. So this hinging at the hip rather than moving the whole spine.
We've done the three.
Okay, and now you've circled. So you can go down onto your forearm, Tom, and do almost sideline.
I'm going to try.
So he's going to circle his leg.
I've lost feeling.
He's lost the will to live. I'm helping support him. Live. So circle in one direction and then circle in the other. Remember, you don't want your hips to twist, shift. You want your abdomen to register activity through the breathing in and out. It's your underneath side working. So you're meant to be changing. Is that a circle, Tom, or a square?
Please, I've had enough.
Okay, find your shell stretch again. So once you find yourself back in shell stretch, reach your arms forwards and keep breathing deeply in and out. In and out, keep breathing. Okay, let's finish with you lying on your front. So Tom, go lying on your front.
The word finish I like.
Finish.
Lie on your front. Today will be good.
Lie on my front.
We're doing the swimming thing.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay, and lying on the front, take your hands under the forehead. You can make a fist if you want. Remember, none of this can land in your lumbar spine, so take your legs so they feel as though they're at the edge of the mat. Tom, I'm just correcting you, that's the edge. That's your level. All right, first part of this movement pattern, the most needed part, is the pushing of the nose forwards and the chest forwards. That's the chin, not your nose. And then the lowering back down again. So breathe out, core connect, up you go. Pull your bum cheeks up into your nickel line, Tom. I can tell. And lower back down. He's not wearing it today. Exhaling, find your glutes. So if this lands in your lumbar spine, it's all wrong and you're lifting too high and you're lifting from the lower back rather than trying to mobilise here.
Very good.
Okay, next time Tom goes down, he's going to stay. So stay down there this time, Tom. Put your arms by your sides. We have got lots of the movements here that I want to do, but this really is how we get into the base of it. So big breath in. As Tom breathes out, he's going to roll his shoulder blades together. We're in a dart style position, but with the legs open. Turn his palms to the side of his thighs, and then staying where he is, just hovering the nose off the floor. Okay, I'm going to talk you through where you should be and breathing. Crown of the head reaching, shoulder blades together, belly pulled away from the floor, bum cheeks are working. Send your legs and pull your thighs together and open, Keep breathing, just do 4 and 3 and 2 and last one and roll back down.
Brilliant.
That should have felt great. Tom's now going. You can do another set of that if you want, but otherwise we're going to say goodbye. So exhaling, Tom's going to go out and in. 3, 2, belly button spine, lengthen your legs away and lower back down. Put your hands under your chest, push yourself back into your shell stretch, at which point the show has come to an end. So it's going to be a goodbye from Tom.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you very
And a
much.
goodbye from me.
Thank you
Tom,
very much.
It's been a pleasure.
A total pleasure.
Would you like a contract?
Oh, yes, I'm signing
A contract
up.
for the next 10 weeks.
See you, everybody.
All right, take
Stay
care,
safe.
everyone. Let us know
Well
how you
done.
got on. Bye.
Bye. Good night. Good night.
Oh. Glory be.